welcome to Pink with an Egyptian. This is your girl, Pink Isis. And on this channel, we learn, we teach, grow, we heal, we become the best versions of ourselves on this channel, always. So today's topic is going to be 7 things all men want. So today we're gonna leave with the understanding of 7 things all men want, even if they don't ask for it, and how we can satisfy these 7 things to ensure we have a healthy, happy, successful relationship. Are y'all ready? Let's get into the video. Let's go. 7 things all men want. Let's start with number 1, sexiness. So women, men are all about visualization. So they want you to be sexy. They want you to keep your body up. And this has nothing to do with weight. If he met you and you were heavier, okay, he accepted you at that size. If he met you and you were smaller, okay, he accepted you at that size. I mean more in regards to appearance. Of course, he wants you to keep your body up, and make sure that you're keeping your shape good and you're remaining healthy. But men also want you to keep your appearance up. He wants you to keep your hygiene up. He wants you to keep your hair and the upkeep of your entire body up. He wants you to continue to look good over the years. And we get older and we age, but he still wants you to love your body and love yourself enough, of him enough to keep up with your body. When a man sees you, he wants to fall in love with you every single time he sees you. He wants a reason to keep coming back. And if you're wearing sweatpants and baggy t-shirts 24/7, switch it up. Do something a little bit different. If you wear your hair the same way every single day, switch it up a little. If you're used to doing, or even with your perfumes, if you wear the same scent, switch it up. And just notice what happens when you do make a small change in your everyday life, especially in reference to your appearance. Men love that. Men love women who can keep themselves up. Men love a woman who's always smelling good and who is always fresh. Men love that. Make sure you're keeping your appearance up, ladies. And I know you are, especially if you're on this video, okay? You're already bad, period. So let's move on to number 2, mother's love. A mother's love. And men, they don't always tell you, but they do. They want that mother's love, especially if that man has always had a strong connection with his mother or has always had a strong bond with the women in his family. He wants that mother's touch. And every woman possesses feminine energy. And every woman can tap into that nurturing, loving energy. And that's what he needs, because although, we're all grown, we still have our inner child on the inside. That man wants to know, sometimes men want to be comforted and they want to know that you can love them, that they can love you and that you love them. And they want to feel like they care. We live in a world where society raises this big flashlight on women's rights and how women feel, but we don't really always raise that flashlight towards men's rights. And even when it comes down to father's rights and dad's rights and things like that, it's so much light that has been shed on women's rights and women this and women that we forget to acknowledge the men. We forget to acknowledge our men. When he gets home from work, hug him, embrace him, kiss him, love him. Baby, how was your day? Sit down, come talk to me. Take off his coat, rub his shoulder, make him feel good. Love on him. When he's sick, aid in him getting better. Help him. When he's struggling to tap into his creativity, when he's struggling to, when he's having problems at work, be there for him. Be that shoulder he can lean on. Be that support. Be that second motherly instinct that he needs. Moving on to number 3, encouragement. Men need encouragement, and they don't always say it because men have been raised and we have been trained to believe that men have to be these go-getters and they have to do this and they don't need any push, they don't need any direction. Now, I will say this, men should be go-getters, they should, but at the same time, we're all human and sometimes we need a push. Now, when you have a man that wants to push 24/7, that's a red flag. Because no one should need somebody to push them 24/7 for them to be their best self. You have to be able to identify that power within you and push yourself. At the same time, we still got to support each other, but you should not want someone to support you 24/7, okay? So let's not get this confused. However, give your man some encouragement. If he's about to be going up to make partner or about to get a promotion, pray for him. Baby, don't stress, don't worry, you got this. I'm telling you, this position is yours. What's for you is for you, and no one can take it away. Baby, don't worry about what they have to say. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about your crazy family members. Don't worry about any of that. You are amazing. You're strong. You are the leader in this family. I look up to you. I love you. And you're good at everything you do. Don't question yourself, baby. What's yours is yours. As a spiritual being living a human experience, we all go through these same things. And in life, we have challenges to where we question ourselves, we question things, and sometimes we question the power that we hold within ourselves. And that's okay, because that's a part of life. But again, if you're his wife, if you're his partner, if you're his spouse, be there and encourage him. When he feels low and he feels drained, you should be able to see that. That's a woman's instinct. So you should always be able to see through your man, and you should always know when something's wrong. And when something is wrong and something's not feeling right with you, your gut instinct, call it out and ask him and sit with him for as long as you need until you can understand what it is that he needs. And sometimes you can just feel it. Been together for so long, sometimes you can just feel it. But always give him that encouragement. Respect him publicly. How are you coming out the house, number one? Are you coming out the house with your butt cheeks out and your boobs and all of that out? Is that what you're doing? Okay, because in order for you to respect him, you have to respect yourself first. Now, some guys are cool with that, but if he has explained to you several times that he's not comfortable with you showing parts of your body off to the public, you should be able to respect that, and you should have enough respect. Now, I'm not talking about, you wearing tight fitted outfits or anything like that, but I'm talking about if your butt cheeks is out, whatever is going to make him feel uncomfortable, and whatever you probably should not be wearing or you probably should not be doing, respect yourself. When you're going out with your girls and you're going out with your friends, respect him, okay? You're in a relationship, you're married, you're in a commitment, respect him. You can go out, you can have fun, and that's the thing. A lot of people get in these relationships and they feel as though they have to stop having fun. You need to have fun. You need to have friends. You need to go out so you can have a proper balance in your life and your relationship. However, when you are going out, you should always have in the back of your mind that you have someone at home and that you have to respect and honor yourself. You need to respect and honor him. And you need to respect your household. Make sure that you are honoring yourself. And that's publicly and privately. And when you're in private together, respect him. Speak to him with respect, and he should be speaking to you with respect. And when you are out in public, do not argue and do not fight in public. If he's wrong, correct him in private. If she's wrong, correct her in private. But you don't argue and you don't fight in public with your spouse, with your significant other, or your partner. That's not what you do. You don't go tell your family or your friends issues that's going on in your relationship. That's not their place, and that's not your place either. It has to be a respect level that you have for him. And it has to be a respect level that you have for the connection, period. Moving on to number 5, trust. Can he trust you? Can he depend on you? Okay? Can he tell you what his exes did to him years ago? Can he tell you about that horrible relationship where the ex dated one of his family members? Can he tell you about the girl that burnt him years ago? But he got it cleared up. But can he tell you about that? Can he tell you his deepest, darkest secrets without you judging him? Can he tell you things that he's never told anybody else in his life? Can he tell you it? Can he trust that you're not going to throw it back in his face? Can he trust that you're never going to take this information out of this conversation? Can he trust that you're not going to judge him? Can he trust that you will still love him when he shows you his truth? When he tells you who he is, can he trust that? That's what men need. And there are a lot of men out here who are afraid to open up. They have opened up before in relationships to people, to individuals, period. And they've been played, they've gotten hurt, or their information has been said over again, And that's why it's so many men out here who love and they want real relationships, and men, they want marriage, but they're afraid. They're afraid of commitment. But they're not just afraid of commitment, they're afraid of having to trust again. So can he trust you? Can he truly be himself with you without you judging him? It's too much judgment going on in this world. Can he be himself with you without judgment? Can he trust you? That's what a man wants to know. Will you have his back? Can he trust you to have his back? If something hit the fan, are you going to be there for him? Okay? And I'm not talking about no ride or die, because, oh my God, I saw this post one day and it was like, I'm not a ride or die because I have questions like, where are we riding to? Why does someone have to die? So I'm not saying ride or die vibes because it can go with that. But do you have his back? Period. We live in a society where it's hard to find a true friend, where real people and authentic people are rare. But do you have his back? Period. Because if I jump, are you going to jump too? And I'm telling you, yes, I will. Because if you're my man, my husband, trust and believe, when you bounce, I'm bouncing too. When you jump, I'm jumping too. When you step, I'm stepping too. Period. Do you have his back? That's what he wants to know. And next, this is a good one. Are you making him feel like a man? Okay? They need encouragement. Like I said earlier, they need encouragement. They need you to gas them up at times, because once the man is gassed up and he feels encouraged, that man out here and work 3, 4, 5, 10, 9 jobs. That man will give you everything he needs because he's happy to come home to you. He's happy that you're in his life. He's happy that he has a family with you. He's thankful and he's appreciative, and life has humbled him. And you are humbling him and you make him feel great. You make that man feel like he can go out here and run a marathon with the world's fastest runner. You make that man feel like he can go out and be the #1 best person at his job. You make him feel that all his dreams can literally come true. Like the Future song, The Feeling I Get From You. You make me feel like I'm worth about $1 billion. You make me feel like my life ain't got no problems. You make me feel like all of my dreams that come true. That's why I do the things that I do, period. Can you make him feel like that? A man who feels like that, a man who feels valued, a man who is encouraged, a man who is loved, a man who is respected, a man who can communicate and is communicated with clearly, that's a man that's going to be excited as hell to come home. He's going to love to come home to you. He's going to love to talk to you because he knows every time you talk, he's going to get a dose of encouragement. Every time you speak with your spouse, you should be encouraging them and they should be encouraging you. You should always have words of positivity to say at all times. And that's how you raise your vibration in connections. That's how you raise your vibration individually. And that's how you raise your vibration together. How are you speaking to each other? How are you honoring each other? And are you making him feel like a man? Are you trying to do everything around the house, or are you letting him take out the trash? Are you letting him handle the auto mechanic work around the house? Are you thanking him when he does certain things? And I'm not saying you have to thank him for everything, but are you truly being appreciative? When he's making those positive changes, are you acknowledging it? That's what men want to see. Make him feel like a man. He already knows he's a man. But when you encourage him and really make him feel like a man, that man will go above and beyond for you, girl. Seriously. And lastly, a man may not always say this, but a man wants a God-fearing woman. He wants a woman that believes in something, that has a higher knowing and a higher dose of spirituality. A woman that will pray for him, that will fall down on her knees and pray for him, that he knows when he leaves that house, she's going to God. When they argue, she's going to God. She's not going out here in the streets to do anything crazy. She's not going to her friends. She's speaking to God. When he's struggling with things that he is afraid to tell you, you're going to God. When he doesn't want to communicate clearly, you're going to God. When the demons from his past come, you're going to God. When everyone turns against him, you're going to God. When he doesn't want to pray for himself, you're going to God. When he's not strong enough to speak for himself, you're going to God. When he doesn't have the strength to get off that couch and find a new job, you're going to God to give him the strength. That's what a man wants. Sometimes a man doesn't always need that physical protection. Sometimes he needs the spiritual protection. He wants a woman that he knows will always lead him back to God when he goes astray, and vice versa. That's what he wants. Can you be that for him? And that's what men want. Men are not really difficult creatures. I think the difficult comes into play when men are not properly communicating their wants and needs, and then that's where the imbalance can come into play in relationships. But men are not complicated at all, and they don't require much either. But I can assure you, listening and taking heed to these tips will surely help you have a stronger, strengthened connection with the man in your life. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you were able to take some helpful tips. And if this video resonated with you, please make sure that you like and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous and would like to leave a tip, I have my tip jar listed in the description below. And if this is where I leave you guys, thank you so much for your time. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.